Hi, I'm Alan from Tiger Trading, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think are the most important differences between Bitcoin and Ether. Full disclaimer, I own some Ether, and also nothing that I'm saying here should be taken as financial advice. I, as a rule, do not give investment advice. And I'm going to say what I think are the most two important differences, and it's not what a lot of people talk about. It's not actually transaction speed. It's not actually relative centralization versus decentralization. It is not even about whether it's a good storehold of wealth, because I think that's something that grows out of a lot of this other stuff. The interesting thing about Ether, it has strengths and weaknesses versus Bitcoin, and both of them kind of come from the same two distinguishing factors. First distinguishing factor is that it has an actual real political organization behind it that has the ability to make changes to it. That they can all get together and they can fork and they can actually do it in an effective way, in a way that the Bitcoin community really can't do. And so upside of that is that if anybody were to solve any major aspects of running transactions on a blockchain, solve the trilemma situation of scalability, security, and centralization, they could just adopt any changes that happen there. So anything that really develops an actual blockchain technology, it would be easy for Ethereum to adopt. The downside of that, obviously, is that they could do some dumb changes. Is that they can actually adopt a self-destroying mutation by making a mistake. And so in a way, you're exposed to this group of people and their ability to identify what is a risk-free adaptation, what is a beneficial adaptation, etc. Now, what I would like to see would be if they were to, anytime they wanted to do something different on the Ethereum blockchain, actually start another blockchain project, just implement that feature, leave it run for a long period of time, and then if it seems to be reasonable and if you're highly confident and secure, then you can incorporate it into the actual core Ethereum blockchain. Now, the second big difference that I come to is the ability to do complex transactions and code in a native language on the blockchain. Now, the upside of this, obviously, is that not only basically all financial services, but nearly all business transactions or businesses in general can really be abstracted away to a complex set of rules-based transactions, meaning that if Solidity actually works as a language, you can do almost anything on it. Almost any kind of business can be run primarily settled on that layer. The downside of this is that Solidity is not a perfect language, and one of the smartest devs I know once described the dev environment of Solidity as landmines on fire, and there could be a world in which that becomes a real constraint for Ethereum. If there actually is some institutional inertia and a bunch of stuff already built on Solidity, can you actually change the language and make it backward compatible to continue to use it? It's the one thing that could potentially hold Ethereum back from developing differently in the future, where if they build too much infrastructure all in one language, will constrain their ability to adapt and evolve into positive things in the future if that language ends up being the constraint. Thanks for watching, and if there's something else you'd like us to cover, leave a comment below, and also make sure to sign up for our free beta at tigertrading.com.